Glossary of Economic Terms, Part 2. Canons of Taxation. Canons of taxation define numerous rules and principles upon which a good taxation system should be built. Capital gains. A capital gain is a rise in the value of a capital asset, investment or real estate that gives it a higher worth than the purchase price. Capital losses. A capital loss is essentially the difference between the purchase price and the price at which the asset is sold, where the sale price is lower than the purchase price. Cardinal measurement. The exponents of cardinal utility analysis regard utility to be a cardinal concept and hypothetically hold that utility is a measurable and quantifiable entity. Cash reserve ratio. As per RBI Act of 1934, every commercial bank has to keep certain minimum cash reserve with RBI. It varies between 3 to 15% of the total demand and time deposits. Ceteris paribus. It is a Latin phrase and a dominant assumption in mainstream economic thinking when translated into English refers to other things being equal or constant. Composite measure. In statistics, composite measures of variable refers to measurements based on multiple data items. Composition of foreign trade. Composition of trade means a study of the goods and services imported and exported by a country. Consumer equilibrium. It is a state of balance that can be achieved by a consumer from the purchase of goods and services given their present level of income and the current level of prices. Copyrights. Copyright is a form of protection provided by the laws of a country to the creators of original works that includes literary, dramatic, musical, artistic, and certain other creative work. A copyright holder can prevent others from copying, performing, or otherwise using the work without his or her consent. Cost of living. It is the average amount of money that people in a particular place need to afford basic food, housing, and clothing. Credit rationing. RBI imposes a ceiling on the loans and advances offered by commercial banks to regulate and control the purpose of credit. Cross elasticity. Cross elasticity of demand in an economic concept that measures the responsiveness in the quantity demanded of one good when the price for another good, substitute or complementary product changes. Deficit financing. It is a practice in which a government spends more money than it receives as revenue. The difference is made by borrowing or minting new funds. Deflating. Deflating in statistics means counteracting the effect of inflation over a set of data to unravel their true values and make them comparable. Dearness allowances. It is a cost of living adjustment allowance paid to government employees, public sector employees, and pensioners. It is calculated as a percentage of basic salary to mitigate the impact of inflation. Direction of foreign trade. Direction of foreign trade means the countries to which a particular country exports its good and the countries from which it imports. Disparities in income. It refers to a significant disparity or inequality in the distribution of income between individuals, groups, populations, social classes, or countries. Division of labor. It means separation of a work process into a number of tasks, with each task performed by a separate person or group of persons. Double counting. It occurs when the cost of intermediate goods used by a business to produce a finished goods are included in the computation of a nation's gross domestic product. Economic efficiency. Economic efficiency is achieved when all goods and factors of production in an economy are distributed or allocated to their most valuable uses and waste is eliminated or minimized. Economic model. It is a simplified representation of economic reality showing the interrelationships between selected economic variables. Economic variable. It refers to any measurement that helps to determine how an economy functions. Population, poverty, unemployment, inflation, etc. are examples of economic variables. Economic welfare. It is the overall level of financial satisfaction and prosperity experienced by participants in an economic system. Effective demand. In Keynesian macroeconomic theory, effective demand is the point of equilibrium where aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. Engineering goods. Engineering goods include metal products, industrial machinery and equipment, auto and its components, and transport equipments. Financial proposal. A financial proposal is a written report that provides details of the future of a business by addressing its monetary needs and budget. Forecasting. It is a planning tool that helps management in its attempt to cope with the uncertainty of the future, relying mainly on data from the past and present and analysis of trends. General price level. It is an index that measures the change in price of goods in an economy over time and hence the purchasing power of the currency of the country. Illegal incomes. Income derived from illegal activities such as bookie/betting operations, theft, embezzlement, and from other illegal resources. Imputed value. Imputed value is an assumed value given to an item when the actual value is not known or available. Impact of tax. Effect of a tax on production or consumption of a product. Incidence of tax. The incidence of a tax refers to the extent to which an individual or organization suffers from the imposition of tax.